good afternoon. Today we start with a new topic called Introduction of Cloud Storage and EBS. EBS is nothing but elastic block storage. And we go with the introduction to cloud storage. To cloud storage is nothing but cloud storage is a service model that allows users and organization to store a data stored in a remote server that can access by over the internet only. Okay. Instead of saving files on local storage like hard disk, USB, etc., etc., data is stored in the data center only. The data will be stored in. And the several types of cloud providers that is AWS, Google Cloud, or Microsoft Azure. So key characteristic was remote access. We can access the remote access only. Scalability. We can storage capacity. Based on the demand, we can increase and decrease. Pay as we pay. Pay as you go means what storage you can access, what storage you can use means you can pay that much of storage cost only. Data durability is nothing but cloud providers use application and redundancy to ensure data is not lost. Okay. Security means fully secure authentication, access control, all the cloud storage is fully accessible for anything. It's a security cloud storage for every providers. Next we go to the hard disk cloud, HDD and SSD. SSD means is nothing but that is a hardware disk drive. Hardware disk drive means it's older, cheaper, it's too slow. But SSD means it's solid state drive. Solid state drive is new model, is costly and it's too fast only. Okay. Application wants to for high performance needed means we can go with the SSD. Yeah, we can go with the SSD. And another one thing means it's I have an example for HDD and SSD. HDD means. HDD means a traditional library. HDD means traditional library. Traditional library means you have to walk around, find the book, and pick it manually. It's a slower and a physical effort involved. For SSD, it's a digital library. On a tablet, you can search and access any books instead of the tab. Fast and efficient. Key points means what I can tell means SSD is equal to storage plus durability plus cost. Okay. And HSD means high capacity plus low cost slower. This is called as a HDD and SSD. And next we go with the comparison table for HDD versus SSD. Features HDD the storage technology, spinning disk, mechanical. It's a flash, it is electronic. Okay, speed is slower, it's much faster. We can SSD in this SSD we can use the high performance application we can develop in the SSD. Durability means less durable. It's a more durable. It's a moving parts is very durable. Right? Power consumption is higher. SSD is for lower. It's a physical means this is the remote line. It's lower. Cost per GB is cheaper. It's more expensive. SSD is more expensive. It's a local disk like. Yeah. Disk like. It's a noise. It's audible spinning sound. It's a completely silent. Yeah. Ideal use means bulk storage backups. It's a boot drives apps like OS, etc. etc. It's a comparison table for HDD and SSD. Next we go with the disadvantages of local computer. Local computer disadvantages means another one thing means this one storage is not disadvantage. Storage is not fully utilized. Another one is if the data will crash means it's tough to retrieve it. Yeah, in this local computer is highly maintenance, data loss risk is there, access limitation is there, upfront of hardware lost, upfront of hardware cost is there. Too much of disadvantages for local computer. But in remote, advantages of remote computer means it's a if you need the 30 GB, it's a free time. Next we want extra storage means we can resize it. Yeah, 30 GB means if we use 50 GB means we can pay only for 50 GB. Second is another one thing is we can scale up with the low cost. Yeah, and we can choose what we want to what we want means it's like previously we talked like that na HDD and SSD. We can whatever we want. HDD we want means we want to go with HDD. We want SSD means we want go with SSD. This is called a remote one is a remote computer. It's a scalability, on demand accessibility anywhere, reduced maintenance, cost efficiency, disaster recovery, backup also is there. Yeah. Yes. And next we go to the instant store. Instant store is nothing but like instant store it is a temporary data only. Yeah. Temporary data, temporary storage only. It is too costlier. This is cost. Sorry, it's less in cost. Used in the office. This also belongs to the EC2 instance. Like it is like a RAM. RAM, for example, it's like a RAM. Okay, that's all. It is called as instant storage. Instant storage for I have an example for instant storage. Instant store. What does the example means? If instant store means it's called as a whiteboard. Whiteboard on your desk. Whiteboard. You have a whiteboard to your desk. You have to jot down the note and work on them quickly. It's very fast to use, but once you have to leave means another someone have to erase it and all the data is lost. This is example for instead of like the whiteboard is a temporary only, but fast, but not durable. It is called the instant store. And next one is this is a volume type. One is instant store and only elastic block storage, like EBS. Yeah, in EBS means kind of a personal locker in office. You have a locker in your office building. You can store important files in there securely. Even if you leave your desk or go home, like your locker stays. Yeah, you can move your locker contents to another office if needed. You can take backups, the copies of your document. Like what I can tell means EPS is like a locker. It's persistent, portable, and secure storage. This is called the uh, EBS. Again, elastic block storage. Elastic block storage is the permanent storage. Okay, this is called the EBS. Okay, that's all for today's class. Yeah, thank you.